Virgin Galactic faces a range of significant threats that could undermine its operations, delay progress, or challenge its long-term viability. These threats stem from external market conditions, industry dynamics, technological risks, and broader geopolitical and economic factors, all of which present obstacles the company must navigate carefully. One of the most pressing threats is the highly competitive nature of the commercial space industry. Companies like Blue Origin, SpaceX, and others are rapidly advancing their technologies and expanding their capabilities. Blue Origin, for instance, offers direct competition in suborbital tourism, while SpaceX dominates the broader space market with its reusable rocket technology and government contracts. Virgin Galactic's ability to differentiate itself becomes increasingly difficult as competitors leverage larger budgets, superior technology, and diversified business models. The financial stability of Virgin Galactic is another critical area of concern. Despite its substantial cash reserves, the company operates at a loss and relies on external funding to sustain its operations. Investor patience may wane if Virgin Galactic fails to demonstrate a clear and achievable path to profitability. Market volatility, economic downturns, or a broader pullback in funding for speculative ventures could significantly impact the company's ability to raise additional capital, jeopardizing its long-term plans. Regulatory hurdles represent an ongoing challenge. Space tourism is still a nascent industry, and regulatory frameworks continue to evolve. Stricter safety standards, environmental regulations, or operational licensing requirements could increase costs and delay timelines. Additionally, Virgin Galactic's reliance on hybrid rocket engines, which emit greenhouse gases, may attract scrutiny as the aerospace industry faces growing pressure to adopt more sustainable practices. The inherent risks of human spaceflight present an existential threat to the company's operations. A high-profile safety incident, such as a crash or passenger injury, would likely have catastrophic consequences for Virgin Galactic's reputation and financial stability. Space tourism is perceived as a luxury experience, and any failure could erode customer trust, lead to cancellations, and result in costly lawsuits or regulatory restrictions. Economic conditions also pose a threat, particularly given Virgin Galactic's reliance on high-net-worth individuals for its primary customer base. While affluent customers are less sensitive to economic downturns than the general population, prolonged recessions or significant wealth destruction in financial markets could reduce demand for luxury experiences like space tourism. Additionally, global economic instability or geopolitical tensions could disrupt the broader commercial space sector. Technological stagnation is another potential risk for Virgin Galactic. While the company has made significant advancements, its reliance on the air launch system and hybrid propulsion technology may become a liability as competitors adopt newer, more efficient solutions. The development of alternative technologies such as fully reusable vertical launch systems or advanced propulsion methods could render Virgin Galactic's approach less competitive in terms of cost, reliability, or environmental impact. Environmental and social factors also pose growing threats. Public sentiment against the environmental impact of space tourism could intensify, particularly as awareness of climate change increases. Virgin Galactic's operations, including the carbon emissions from its spacecraft and carrier aircraft, could draw criticism from environmental activists, leading to reputational damage or even regulatory backlash. Geopolitical risks, such as international tensions or conflicts, could impact Virgin Galactic's ability to expand operations globally. The establishment of additional spaceports or partnerships with foreign entities might be hindered by shifting alliances, trade restrictions, or political instability. These risks are compounded by the potential for restrictive export controls on aerospace technologies, which could limit collaboration with international partners. Insurance and liability concerns also represent a significant threat. Space tourism involves inherent risks, and the high cost of insuring passengers, spacecraft, and operations could increase as the industry grows. In the event of a safety incident, liability claims could far exceed the company's financial capacity, leading to bankruptcy or significant operational setbacks. The unpredictability of customer demand is another area of vulnerability. While Virgin Galactic has secured a waitlist of customers, the novelty of space tourism may wear off over time. If demand does not scale as anticipated, the company's ability to achieve profitability through high flight frequencies may be compromised, further straining its financial position. Lastly, Virgin Galactic's reliance on partnerships introduces risks related to delays, cost overruns, or conflicts of interest. For instance, its partnership with Aurora Flight Sciences for the next-generation motherships is critical to its future operations. Any disruptions or inefficiencies in this partnership could delay the rollout of the Delta-class spacecraft, extending the company's timeline to profitability and eroding investor confidence. Virgin Galactic's threats extend further, highlighting the multidimensional challenges it faces in an industry where innovation, public perception, and external forces interplay to shape outcomes. Examining these additional threats provides a comprehensive understanding of the risks the company must address. Erosion of first-mover advantage. Virgin Galactic's early lead in space tourism is diminishing as competitors like Blue Origin and SpaceX make significant advancements in technology and market presence. New entrants in the space tourism market, including startups backed by major aerospace and technology firms, threaten to erode Virgin Galactic's brand advantage. These competitors are leveraging cutting-edge technologies, larger budgets, and faster development cycles, potentially outpacing Virgin Galactic's efforts to establish market dominance. Limited scalability of current infrastructure. While Spaceport America serves as an operational hub, its geographic isolation limits its scalability and convenience for potential customers globally. Establishing new spaceports requires substantial investment, regulatory approval, and logistical planning. Any delays or complications in building additional infrastructure could hinder Virgin Galactic's ability to scale its operations and meet future demand. Dependence on ultra-high net worth individuals. Virgin Galactic's customer base is limited to individuals who can afford its $450,000 ticket price. While this market is less sensitive to economic downturns, it is finite. Over time, the pool of potential customers may dwindle unless the company can significantly reduce costs and offer more affordable options. This dependence on a niche demographic makes the company particularly vulnerable to shifts in the luxury market or changing preferences among affluent consumers. Market saturation and commoditization. Risk. As space tourism becomes more accessible and competitors increase the frequency of flights, the exclusivity and novelty of the experience could diminish. Market saturation may lead to price competition, reducing profitability margins. Virgin Galactic's premium pricing model may come under pressure if customers perceive comparable value in less expensive alternatives offered by competitors. Challenges in customer retention and repeat business. Space tourism is inherently a once-in-a-lifetime experience for many, limiting opportunities for repeat customers. Virgin Galactic must continually attract new clients to sustain its business model. This need for constant customer acquisition could lead to higher marketing and operational costs, particularly if demand softens over time. Technological obsolescence. The rapid pace of innovation in the aerospace industry presents a threat to Virgin Galactic's existing technology. Competitors are developing fully reusable rockets and advanced propulsion systems that may render Virgin Galactic's air launch method and hybrid engines less competitive. If Virgin Galactic fails to keep pace with technological advancements, it risks falling behind in efficiency, costs, and environmental performance. Exposure to economic and geopolitical instability. The global nature of Virgin Galactic's ambitions exposes it to risks from economic fluctuations, trade conflicts, and geopolitical instability. For instance, an economic downturn could reduce discretionary spending among its target customers. While geopolitical tensions might restrict international expansion or complicate cross-border partnerships, public perception and ethical concerns, the growing focus on environmental sustainability places Virgin Galactic under scrutiny due to the carbon emissions generated by its operations. Public backlash or activist campaigns could harm its reputation and lead to stricter regulations. Ethical concerns about prioritizing luxury space travel over addressing global challenges could also negatively impact its public image, particularly in an era of heightened social responsibility. Dependence on key personnel and leadership, Virgin Galactic's success is closely tied to its leadership team and the vision of figures like Sir Richard Branson. The loss of key executives or a failure to maintain strong leadership continuity could disrupt strategic direction and operational stability. Additionally, Virgin Galactic's reliance on a charismatic brand figure like Branson creates a risk if public perception of him or the Virgin brand changes negatively. Insurance and liability risks. The high-risk nature of space tourism presents substantial challenges in securing and maintaining insurance coverage. Premiums for space flights are significant, and any incident could lead to soaring costs or loss of coverage. Furthermore, liability in the event of a passenger injury or fatality could result in financial penalties that exceed the company's capacity, jeopardizing its operations. Dependence on external partners. While partnerships with organizations like Aurora Flight Sciences bring technical expertise, they also create dependencies. Delays, cost overruns, or misaligned priorities from partners could disrupt critical projects like the development of next-generation motherships. Virgin Galactic's reliance on external entities reduces its ability to fully control production timelines and quality. Potential regulatory disruptions. As the commercial space industry matures, governments may introduce more stringent regulations to address safety, environmental or ethical concerns. New regulatory requirements could impose additional costs, delay operations, or restrict Virgin Galactic's ability to expand into new markets. Volatility in public markets. Virgin Galactic's status as a publicly traded company makes it vulnerable to market sentiment and investor confidence. Stock price fluctuations, particularly if driven by operational setbacks or broader market volatility, could impact its ability to raise capital. Recent warnings about potential delisting from major exchanges add to the pressure, as maintaining investor trust becomes increasingly critical. Unpredictable natural and operational disruptions. Natural disasters, pandemics, or operational mishaps could disrupt Virgin Galactic's plans. For instance, damage to Spaceport America or key facilities could delay operations for months, while a global health crisis could reduce travel demand and customer interest in space tourism. Virgin Galactic faces a complex and multifaceted array of threats, many of which lie outside its direct control. Addressing these risks requires proactive management, strategic foresight, and adaptability in an industry where innovation and competition are relentless. Failure to effectively navigate these challenges could undermine its ambitions and jeopardize its position in the rapidly evolving commercial space sector. Investing in Virgin Galactic represents a high-risk, high-reward proposition, one that demands careful consideration of both its immense potential and the substantial challenges it faces. The company is undeniably a pioneer in the commercial space tourism industry, with a strong brand, innovative technologies, and a clear vision for scaling its operations. The development of its Delta-class spacecraft, alongside a focus on increasing flight frequency and diversifying services, positions Virgin Galactic to capitalize on the growing interest in space exploration and adventure tourism. However, the path to profitability remains uncertain. Operational delays, financial losses, competitive pressures, and reliance on high-net-worth customers are significant hurdles. Furthermore, the company's limited diversification and heavy dependence on technological advancements add layers of complexity. Virgin Galactic must demonstrate not only that it can execute on its ambitious plans, but also that it can adapt to rapidly evolving industry dynamics. For investors with a tolerance for risk and a long-term horizon, Virgin Galactic offers a chance to be part of an industry that is in its infancy, with potential for exponential growth as space tourism becomes more mainstream. The company's ability to leverage its early mover advantage, global brand, and innovative partnerships could yield significant returns if it overcomes its current challenges. On the other hand, conservative investors or those seeking near-term returns may find Virgin Galactic's speculative nature and operational uncertainties too daunting. The company's financial trajectory, coupled with external risks such as regulatory changes and market volatility, make it a volatile investment. In conclusion, Virgin Galactic may be worth considering for investors who are drawn to the transformative potential of the space economy and are willing to navigate the associated risks. It is not an investment for the faint-hearted, but rather for those who see value in supporting a vision that aims to make space exploration a commercial reality. Investors should approach with caution, conducting thorough due diligence and recognizing that the success of Virgin Galactic hinges on its ability to turn lofty ambitions into operational and financial realities. And that brings us to the end of today's episode on Virgin Galactic. We've explored the highs, the lows, and everything in between for this ambitious company aiming to make space tourism a reality. Whether it's a solid investment or a risky bet, one thing is clear. Virgin Galactic is boldly venturing into uncharted territory, whether that be outer space or the scrapyard. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to stay updated on more thought-provoking analysis, make sure you're subscribed to Tech I Spy. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and share this with anyone who's curious about the future of space exploration and investing. Your support helps us keep delivering the content you love. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep your eyes on the tech and your mind on the future.